And so we near the end of our journey. But don't be misled into believing our contemporary village life does not have its celebrities, as well as those already mentioned. There is George Irving, who played Anton Mayer in Holby City, and there's Alec McCann, who one sees regularly near the old post office shop, whose face one knows from many films, television programs, and stage productions, and who only recently was acknowledged by Dame Judi Dench in her South Bank television interview with Melvyn Bragg. Other performers from stage, film, and television can often be seen in the high street before they retreat back to their rural enclaves.
The difficulty of writing an event such as this is the trap of offence by omission. There are many people who have shaped Sandgate we now enjoy. Some have long gone and others still live here, but time will not permit their inclusion this evening.
Sandgate, like any other place in Great Britain, and indeed the world, is not unaffected by change, and change is all around us. It is said that we receive the same amount of information in one day as the maids that accompanied Elizabeth during her overnight in the castle received in a lifetime. Such accelerated change must be recognised, and some of its consequences accepted as inevitable. But the village needs the next generation of fighters that will say, enough is enough. By all means, turn the donkey round, but in doing so, first make sure you will have a better view.
I've long admired Colin Amory, who resisted the demolition of famous London sites in the 1960s by chaining himself to railings. He's a preservationist, urbanist, and author of numerous books on architecture, as well as the architectural critic for the Financial Times. In his book, The Rape of Britain, he said,
"Britain's towns were once the visible expression of a way of life that had gradually evolved over the centuries. A walk down any main street of the small town would show the changes in fortune, the civic pride, the progress, growth, and gradual change. But change has accelerated, and only up to the mid-18th century were the changes organic. The Industrial Revolution introduced the philosophy of laissez-faire and the rampant philosophy of greed for material gain. Somewhere beneath all the plans and blueprints and the traffic engineer's diagrams lie the old buildings that are a part of our communities. Their fate has until relatively recently been secondary to the process of rebuilding. Thousands have been cynically destroyed, not that they were beyond repair or dangerous, but simply because they stood in the way of the developer's vision of the new city or his new bank balance. Old buildings mean a great deal more than their fabric, and as their numbers decrease daily, those who care for the past simply have to shout more loudly to save what they can.
Shout loudly, ladies and gentlemen. Shout loudly.